Hi dear students, welcome to online lecture series, Department of Chemistry, KTHM College, Nasik. So student, we are talking about the thermal techniques. Our first thermal technique was the thermogravimetric analysis, TGA. Second was the DSC, differential scanning calorimetry. The next one was the differential thermal analysis, DTA. And now today, in continuation of our previous discussion, we are going to talk about the temperature programmed desorption. So our today's task of a discussion is temperature programmed desorption. Temperature programmed desorption, TPD, temperature programmed desorption. It is one of the very well known, very famous and very informative technique in which heat is supplied and the observations is noted. So first of all, we will talk about the temperature programmed techniques. What is mean by temperature programmed techniques? Temperature programmed techniques, TPX we called, temperature programmed technique. These are the technique in which the temperature is increased linearly and the outcome is noted. The techniques in which temperature is increased linearly and the observation, or you can say the outcome, is recorded, is known as temperature programmed techniques. There are a number of temperature programmed technique, such as the first one is a temperature programmed reduction. Temperature programmed reduction, shortly abbreviated as TPR. Second is temperature programmed oxidation. Temperature programmed oxidation, TPO. Next one is a temperature programmed reactions. Temperature program reactions, TPR. Next one is temperature programmed reaction spectroscopy. Temperature programmed reaction spectroscopy. TPRS. And the fifth one is temperature programmed desorption. Temperature programmed desorption, TPD. So these are the few important temperature programmed techniques. Temperature programmed reduction, where the reduction is monitored. In the second case, oxidation is monitored. In the third case, the reaction is monitored. In the next case, the spectroscopic observations are carried out with a linear increase in temperature. And in the fifth case, the desorption is studied. Now, in the present lecture, we are interested in temperature programmed desorption. So you just record these things so that we will start our discussion about the temperature programmed desorption. So the student, TPD, temperature programmed desorption, is a method of observing desorbed molecule from the surface with increase in temperature. So TPD is method of observing desorbed molecules from the surface when the surface is heated. So student, before discussion about the TPD spectrum, their instrumentation and their applications, we must learn about the desorption. So first of all, we will talk about the desorption. When the particles comes in contact with the surface of any object, it gets adsorbed by releasing their energy and becomes a stable one. Am I right? When particles comes in contact with surface, it gets adsorbed. When they comes in contact with the surface, they gets adsorbed. During this adsorption, they gets bind with the surface. During adsorption, they gets bind with the surface physically or chemically. If the binding of a particle with the surface is a physical force of adsorption, we call it as a physisorption. Physical adsorption is known as physisorption, and in this case, the interacting forces are the physical forces. Sometimes the particle gets adsorbed on the surface and they get bind with the surface by the chemical bonding, and such a type of formation of a chemical bond between the particle and the surface, that is the adsorbate and adsorbent, is known as a chemisorption, or we call it as a chemical adsorption. Actually, the binding energy of a different particle is a different one, and when we heat the surface, now attention well, when we heat the surface, at such a point, the molecule start to desorb, means to leave the surface, and this point or this temperature is known as a temperature of desorption, or we call it as a desorption temperature. When the surface is heated, at a certain point, the particles desorb. Desorption is a reverse than the adsorption phenomenon. The binding will get broken and the particle and the surface becomes away from each other. When the surface is heated at a certain point, the particle desorb. This temperature is known as desorption temperature. This temperature is known as desorption temperature. The TPD curve gives an many more information. So we will talk about the information which we will get from the TPD curve. So the TPD curve gives the first thing, it gives the information about the binding energy, means how much binding energy is there between the adsorbent and adsorbent, means the particle and the surface. It gives information about the binding energy. Secondly, it explains the different adsorption condition of the same material at a different temperature. It explains the different adsorption condition of a same material at a different temperature. Next to that, it also gives the amount of adsorbed molecule on the surface. Amount of adsorbed molecule on the surface from the intensity of a peak. So I would like to tell you that the intensity of a peak is directly proportional to the amount of adsorbed molecule. So it was the third information given by the TPD curve. The TPD curve also gives the number of active site on the surface. It also gives number of active sites on the surface. कितने एक्टिव साइट है उसके बारे में ये हमें इंफॉर्मेशन देगा. It also gives the nature of active sites. Nature of active sites. Particularly, these characteristic properties are important for catalyst. So this technique is very well studied for the catalyst. Next thing, it also gives the energies of adsorption. जैसे कि हमने यहाँ पे लिखा है, it gives binding energy, need not to mention once again. It also gives the rate of adsorption, means kinetic of adsorption. It gives kinetics of adsorption. So student, these are the very valuable information which we can get from the TPD curve. First one, it gives the energy, binding energy. It explains the different adsorption condition of a same material at a different condition. From the intensity of a peak, it gives the amount of adsorbed molecule. It also gives the number of active site and even it will give an information about the nature of active site, and finally it also gives an information about the kinetics of adsorption. Is it clear? Okay, so note it, take your screenshot. So student, to measure the TPD as per as our discussion, the surface is heated and the desorbed molecule is observed. The amount of desorbed molecule, number of active sites, nature of the active sites, and the kinetics of the adsorption is recorded in the form of a peak by using a strip chart recorder, and we will get a corresponding spectrum over here. So to measure TPD, a mass spectrometer is connected. Generally, quadrupole mass analyzer is used, time of flight mass analyzer is used under the ultra high vacuum condition. So to measure TPD, mass spectrometer such as quadrupole mass spectrometer. Then next, time of a flight, mass spectrometer under ultra high vacuum is connected. The amount of adsorbed molecule is measured with a linear heating of a surface with heating rate of approximately 2 Kelvin to 10 Kelvin per second. With heating rate to Kelvin per second to 10 Kelvin per second. The several masses can be measured simultaneously as per the knowledge of a quadrupole mass analyzer, or you can say the time of a flight mass spectrometer. The number of masses can be measured simultaneously and they are recorded as a curve. So the number of, or you can say the several masses may be simultaneously measured by mass spectrometer, and the intensity of each mass as a function of a temperature is obtained as TPD spectrum. So the TPD spectrum is simply the intensity, and this is your temperature, and we will get such a type of curve over here. Okay. So student, in fact, the measurement is carried out, means the experiment is carried out by linear increase in temperature with a rate of 2 Kelvin per second to 10 Kelvin per second, or you can say the 5 degrees Celsius per minute to 10 degrees Celsius per minute. The rate of heating will be varied depending upon the observation which we would like to note over here, and therefore we can write the T of T is equal to T0 plus beta T. In this equation, the T0 is the initial temperature, T0 is initial temperature, beta is the heating rate, beta is heating rate. I can say this is my equation number 1. Upon differentiating the equation number 1, we get, upon differentiating equation number 1, we get a differential form of the corresponding equation, and beta is equal to dt upon d of t. The rate of desorption can be given as the rate of desorption can be given as minus of d theta upon dt is equal to kd into theta raised to m. Here in this equation, theta is nothing but the surface coverage, means the surface area, theta is the surface coverage, kd is a rate constant of a desorption. The negative sign indicate that there is a desorption. Negative sign is due to desorption, that is the number of molecule on the surface goes on decreasing upon desorption. Now, the adsorption process also obeys the Arrhenius equation. The adsorption process also obeys Arrhenius equation, and we know that according to our Arrhenius equation, Kd is equal to A into exponential of minus of Ed upon RT. So in this equation, A is nothing but the pre-exponential factor, where A is equal to pre-exponential factor. A is the pre-exponential factor. Ed is activation energy for desorption. Ed activation energy for desorption. activation energy for desorption, and R is equal to gas constant, or we can say it is an ideal gas constant. Now from this equation, suppose this is equation number 2 and this is our equation number 3. From equation number 2 and equation number 3 we can write, from equation number 2 and 3 we can write a new equation, minus of d theta upon dt, it is equal to a upon beta theta raised to m exponential of minus ed upon rt. So from this equation, this is your final equation which we have deduced here. From this equation we can calculate the activation energy for the desorption, which is an important parameter of catalysis. From this equation we can calculate activation energy of a desorption, which is important parameter of adsorption. So student, mind well, the experiment is carried out with linear increase in temperature of heating rate 2 Kelvin per second to 10 Kelvin per second, or 5 degrees Celsius per minute to 10 degrees Celsius per minute, and therefore T of T is equal to T0 plus beta T. T0 is the initial temperature and beta is nothing but the heating rate. If we differentiate this equation, we will get a corresponding equation in the form of a difference. Beta is equal to dt upon dt. The rate of desorption can also be given by one more equation, minus d theta upon dt is equal to kd into theta raised to m. Here this theta is nothing but the surface coverage, kd is nothing but the rate constant of desorption, and this negative sign is due to the desorption because the number of molecule goes on decreasing. Alternatively, we know that the desorption process or adsorption process also obeys the Arrhenius equation, and therefore according to the Arrhenius equation, the rate of desorption is equal to A into exponential of minus Ed upon RT. Here A is nothing but the pre-exponential factor, Ed is nothing but the activation energy of desorption, R is equal to gas constant, and therefore from the equation number 2 and equation number 3 we can get one more equation, and this equation is useful to determine the energy of activation of desorption, which is an important parameter. Okay, so record this data by screenshot. So student, in the present lecture, we will stop here. In our next lecture, we will continue our discussion about the temperature programmed desorption. In our next lecture, we will talk about the experimental setup. Then we will discuss about the TPD spectrum. And finally, we will talk about the conclusion of a TPD spectrum. Thank you.